Hi all, welcome back to another Cooking Around the World at Iramu Community Centre. We're in stage 4 lockdown, or we're going to stage 4 lockdown from today. So this might be the last one we're doing from the actual community centre. I think we might be picking up from home soon. We'll keep the videos coming. Now that I'm in this situation, we're in the building. Safe to do this, Deb?
Yeah. Or maybe put it back on.
Okay, what we're doing today is a little desserty thing. Now this dessert is just so simple and it's absolutely delicious, and you can make it as disgustingly delicious as you wish. But this is what our recipe is for the day: peach and apple brown Betty. Now, you've never heard of a brown Betty. Up until a couple of years ago when I found this, I'd never heard of a brown Betty either, but I believe it's an American dish, a brown Betty. Sounds like an American dish. And I think there are a few versions of it floating around the internet. This one I love the idea of because it does take a little bit of spicing in it, like cinnamon and whatever. And this recipe actually starts with fruit bread. And it's already spiced. You can't go wrong. We all love fruit bread. If you don't like fruit bread, turn off now. So what we do is we take 5 or 6 slices of fruit bread, and I've just used a cafe thick cut style. I think the recipe it does say about 250 grams. That's approximate, because different types of fruit bread will have different thicknesses. The cafe bread is much thicker, cafe style, and I think I used about 5 slices, and because they're quite thick. And I only brought my little food processor along today, which is a really silly thing to do, because this really needs to be in a larger food processor. So I pre-do all our breadcrumbs. That's our 5 slices of breadcrumbs. I had to do them in 3 batches, I think it might have been. So big mistake on my part. I'm supposed to do the final swirl up in the food processor also. Now, what I've got here at the moment is a 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 1/3 of a cup of desiccated coconut, and we also have to add 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon of mixed spice. So just a little bit of mixed spice in it, and I'll mix into this lot now. Oh, in you go. That's probably half a teaspoon. Don't want to overdo it. You don't want to blow the flavour of this away. And I'm just going to give this a quick whiz up. As I said, this is all supposed to have been whizzed up together in the machine. Of course, it's not lining up at the moment. Good on it. There we go. Now let's give it a quick whiz. Just want to mix. That's mixing up our brown sugar, our desiccated coconut, and our mixed spice. What I'm going to do is pour it into this. Get it all the way in there. There's a 1/3 of a cup of sugar, which might not sound all that much for a dessert, but remember the fruit bread is sweetened anyway. So I'm just going to mix all that through, give it a good mix. Get all that coconut, brown sugar, and the mixed spice through. There we go. That's all the preparation this needs. Just turn our fruit bread into crumbs, add the coconut, the brown sugar, and the mixed spice. That's it. It takes about 10 minutes. As I said, I had to do this earlier because I had to make it in separate batches. I had to crumb it in separate batches. Now we just take a baking tray. Now we'll give it a quick greasing. Stay on that, Deb. Get a piece of kitchen paper. Work it around. Coat all those sides. Simple as that. Now we spread half of our mixture onto the bottom, our crumb mixture. I could have put into a much bigger casserole dish than this, but we've only got 4 of us there.
Yep. 4.
So I might not use all this at this stage. We'll see. It's yummy, so I might have to use the whole lot to make a monster one. Right. The beauty of this, canned peaches, canned apple. Of course you can use whatever fruit you prefer, but the simple thing about it is it's done with canned vegetables.
Fruit.
Fruit. Thank you. See, that's why I need you here, Deb.
I'm the producer.
Producer. Just liberally spread around the dish like that. That was a 400 gram tin of peaches. Now, this is just pineapple. I suppose if you really wanted, you could use fresh, but this can be done any time of year. Great in winter though. Right there, Deb?
Yeah.
Put you to sleep, Al?
No, looking at the tin.
Ah. Okay, that's probably about enough of that. Now see how random that is? Absolutely nothing tricky about this whatsoever. Now we take a cup of custard and put little blobs of custard around the place. This will all get soaked up by the breadcrumbs, obviously, to moisten the whole thing. Save the rest of that cup for you later, Deb.
Yep. My favourite.
That's why we did it, Deb, because it's done with custard. And I say at the end, once you've cooked this, you serve it with vanilla ice cream, or you serve it with ice cream.
I think you serve it with both.
I thought, I'm not even going to bother with ice cream because I know where you'd be going.
Both.
Oh, okay, well I didn't bring vanilla ice
That's
cream.
all right.
I just
Forgive
thought
you.
we'd serve it.
That's fine.
I just thought we'd serve it with
It's
custard.
all good.
Okay, just use the rest of your breadcrumbs over the top. Flatten it out a little bit. Beautiful. And then I've taken about 50 grams of butter, just tiny little cubes, and you just sprinkle them around the top. What's not to like in
Oh,
this,
how
Deb?
hard could this be?
This is straight out of the fridge, so it's a little bit easier to cube and handle. There we go. Very simpler. That means very simple. Deb.
Okay, thanks.
When we're at that point, see how, have a look at that. That now goes into the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven, how quickly it cooks. So we'll keep an eye on that, but after 20 minutes I'll start checking it out. We don't want to burn it, we just want it to be nice and brown on top. And as I said, the butter will cook through it, the custard will get soaked up with all the gravy, and oh, let me tell you. Okay, this is going into the oven, and we'll see you in 20 minutes or so. About 20 minutes or so, let's have a look at how this is going in the oven here. Come on, come on.
Oh, don't even.
You want to fight everyone off this
Yeah,
one,
I'll
Deb? Look
fight
at that.
Smell-o-vision.
Oh, that's sensational. Just remember, what I try and do if I've got a cloth or mittens or whatever, just leave them around the base of our casserole dish, just so you don't forget when you come back later and...
Burn yourself.
Oh, so, what we're going to do, we can get serve this up, and spoon. Oh, just catch this, Deb. I'm going to look at that. What was this called, Deb? Brown Betty.
Yeah. Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, sorry.
Brown Betty.
Now.
Bam-ba-lam.
Betty had a job done.
Damn thing's going well. Okay.
Spider bait.
Well, it was originally Ram Jam Big Band,
Okay, never heard
Spider
of him.
bait, did it for you young'uns.
So young.
Now, that's our dish. What we do, if you wish, a blob of ice cream.
Yeah.
Or
You've
for
got to do the ice cream.
But you said you always love
I love
loads
custard.
of custard.
I love custard.
Loads
Don't
of
get me
custard?
wrong, I love it.
Custard on top. How's that? That's peach and apple brown Betty. It takes about 5 minutes to put it together, 20 minutes in the oven or so, and bang, there you go, Bob's your uncle. Bang, Bob's your uncle. All of them your uncle.
All of the above.
Cheers, have a good one. See you next time.